So in this matchup, right, I was doing some dumb shit. Like dumb shit. And I think for Hercules, he was expecting me to play a certain way, right? Like I think he's so exposed to higher level play that when you just look at a situation at face value and dumb it down, you can be surprised at the results that you'll get, right? So there's like certain, like right here, right? I'm just basically trying to test the waters to see like what I can and can't do. I'm also thinking, so I'm trying my best to like get the fuck out of there, which is why I go for like PP or punch K here. This was so stupid. Like a part of me thought that because the Hayabusa was doing it to me too, and my brain thought this was Hayabusa and not Hayate. So full disclosure. So I wanted to do something that was like, he has to like respect my space. So I did a AP and it worked. And then I did this, and I think this is where I went for my hold setup. Yep. And it worked. So this is the hold setup I'm talking about. So Hanaka has a bunch of these, not to plug my own shit, but if you go on my YouTube, I think it's linked in chat. You can link it in chat, like ! YouTube. I did like 20. I showed 20 setups that I do with this. So I fell for that because like the option for there was a hold. But anyway, back to my small brain. So again, like we're playing this like really weird turn-based type of play where like he does something and then I do something. He does something and then I do something. And then the times that he's getting hit are times where I don't know this character's frame data. So I'm just testing the waters with punch. It's really all I'm doing. It's not that complicated. And he's just getting hit for no reason outside of like the fact that he's still pressing buttons. I fucked that up. And then I forget how he loses here. Because I do something really ridiculous. Oh yeah, another hold setup. And it doesn't work. And then I just continue like doing shit. Like you're not under any obligation to follow the turn system in games. So like if you want to, and you can try and steal turns, and sometimes it can work, where you make a U rank look like he's an idiot. But he did the smart thing. Like he went low to prevent the hold situation because hopefully he saw it the first time. Yeah, so that was another like my small brain beating his big brain. And again, like something that's interesting about this, and this is actually something that Ryder caught me on. I can't stress enough how influential all those players were to me in like my development, understanding like player psychology. Marlon Pai, Ryder, and KDZ straight up are like the three pillars of like where I get most of my knowledge from. And something that Ryder showed me was that when players get mind fucked, they purposely stop pressing buttons to try to calm themselves down in the moment. So like you see right here, that was what, like 8 seconds? Is my math wrong? 6 seconds of just us not doing anything. And for him, he's backing off. So that's suggesting that he's just trying to like, what the fuck just happened? And then he initiates. And now he's back to his script. And what's crazy about me, that's the first button that actually connected the entire game for me in this round, which is insane. And then I just go for a tick throw. I forget what I do here. Oh yeah, low hold. Okay. Again, it happened. Like I did something ridiculous where I was like, I need to assert that he has to stop doing this shit. Like just asserting his space. Like not asserting his space, but I'm trying to do things to stop him from just being in my guts because I don't want people to be in Hanaka's guts. You know what I'm saying? And he gets hit. And then this is the situation you're talking about as a must-hold situation, right, Clairvoyance? This situation right here. Or did it happen a little bit later? But yeah, I don't know why I don't want to say I don't know why he held there, but I get it. But at the same time, I don't know. I'm not too sure if holding in that situation versus Hanaka is viable. Or smart, I should say. I don't know. In the moment, it's hard for me to tell because like at face value, like in a slow down situation where I pause it, it's like, okay, a mid hold makes sense. But I mean, again, if we could see input commands, because you still can't do that for some reason. She has a low punch, has a low throw, low punch, mid kick, and standing throw. And a mid punch. Okay. So in one way, yeah, I guess so then, right? Well, she has a low, yeah, she has a low punch. But then the question, unlike Blackberry talked about this too, where the likelihood of people going low, it should go low every time. I mean, I'm not too sure if he should have. Oh, I don't know. I don't know. That's kind of why where I think Hanaka's mix-ups are fun. Look at this. What's going on here? I don't know if. How do I word this thought? I just don't know if she has the same type of 50-50s that other characters have. Because I feel like Hanaka puts you in these fucked up situations where, like, if I guess wrong, I could be wrong on multiple avenues, as opposed to being like, oh, I shouldn't have held there. This was like, oh, I should have taken the hit. The fuck? Like, it's really whole. Yeah, if you hold, you're losing 45% every time. And then the question is then, like, if you take the hit, how much damage is that? So it's like a weird type of like risk reward management. And if you don't, yeah, like if you hold, you're losing 45% every time, and if you don't, you lose 45%. So the question is, which one of these do you not prefer? It's a weird situation to be in. Jesus, Maloney. This character's so bizarre. All right. And this was so stupid. Like, and I get why he did it, right? I totally understand why he did it and why that worked. So, and I do this a lot to people. so basically what I do, for those who are going to watch this later, is because apparently people watch the VODs, which is cool. I wait for them to get up, and then I just 9K in their face, because for the most part I have this manual timing down, but for him, he wasted his bar. So I don't know why he would do that, right? Because maybe if he, I mean, I'm not too sure, because if he break blows and it works, he could win, maybe. If he gets hit, he loses. So I think if you're looking to punish a hit, like to punish a strike, then maybe that's the way to go about it. And you have to understand this community has no experience against this character at a high level. Huh. So is it safe to say that my content is valuable? Is that what you're saying, clairvoyance? That's a really good compliment. I'm just fucking around with you. Yeah, I don't know. Yeah. I think he kind of tilted there. And then he has to see his body go flying after the hit. First off, I'm pretty sure if you got hit with fireworks at scale from this height, I'm pretty sure you're dead on impact, right? Not the impact of you falling to the ground, but the actual fireworks itself. And also, what's going on with this stage? Like, how are fireworks? I don't know. I'm asking questions that make no sense. I'm asking questions about things that make no sense already. All right, that's +1, and then there's a gap in the middle. I don't know what he pressed there, but he pressed something. And again, it's the same situation where, like, he was unsure, he didn't know what to do, and then we both initiate. I think he wins this exchange. And then he goes for a tick there. I don't think I've shown hold the entire set, so I don't know if going for a tick there is smart. I don't know, but again, like, that's another hold setup. He didn't press anything there. So he just took it weird. So I guess he was expecting just for the combo to happen. So that's why I do them. Again, be sure to watch the other video about low hold setups or offensive hold setups. Anyway. And here he's starting to get his momentum back. I lose this, I think, if I remember correctly. Oh, no, I don't. Oh, yeah, no, he wins this. Oh, my God, no way. Okay. Yeah, I don't know. He's pressing a lot more in the mid-range. Like, he's trying to do what I call for Christie and filling the screen with bullshit. And again, like, full disclosure, Hercules is by far better than me, without a shadow of a doubt. He's like light years ahead of me. He probably has context from other games. He probably plays Hayate all the time. Like, he's way better than me. But I do think there's value in trying to understand what's going on. Like, what's going on in a situation. And I think in his case, and this might be a problem for a lot of players, I don't know what's going on here, but when you play at a high level for a very long time, and then you run into people who are sort of, I don't want to say they're up and coming, but they have the mental capacity to understand what's going on and trying to adapt to a situation, you run into this weird trap of like using the rank that you see on screen as a way of understanding if you should respect or disrespect your opponent. And I see this a lot in Street Fighter, where like people discredit golds. Meanwhile, we have people like the Shelfables who are still in gold but are really solid chuns. And it's like, are you sure you're a gold chun? Are you sure you're a gold chun, Lisa? But in my case, I try my best to like not think about rank when I'm playing, but it's hard to have it not get into your psyche because you're just staring at it. And I think in his exchange, in this whole match, the overlying theme is like, even though he knows a lot, there's still gaps in his knowledge. And me playing against him is basically exposing that. And again, another hold setup, which he presses out of. I fucked that setup up. I'm pretty sure you can low out of it, but he did do a low there, so that might be a thing. I have to double check. And again, he's pressing during that same sequence, and there's a gap there, but I'm +1 on guard break. So he's not doing the right choices when he sees that. So he's not like responding to the situation. But again, I'm pretty sure he's in full tilt. All right, and he stabilizes here. He launches, I don't do anything. And this is smart because he knows from the other aspects of this game that there's no point because I don't hold. So not because I think it's strategic, it's just because I don't know what the move is going to be next. Oh, and this is where I think I said I was actively saying I'm just going to mash low hold or offensive hold. Oh, he just fell for break hold actually. Yeah, and again, like this was so stupid, but it works because he's not thinking. It's the only reason why stuff like this works. Because he's not thinking about the gaps that he's creating in his strings. And he wasn't paying attention to bar. Like, he did the situation where he completed the combo earlier, literally 3 seconds ago, where he was looking to just launch me. I didn't do anything about it. I had 2 bars, so break blow is still available to me after that. And again, like, I don't mash, I just guessed in the situation. Like, every once in a while, like, when he does something, I just press it. I just press break blow. Like, let's see what we get. And this is what happened. And now in terms of risk reward, all the risk is in his favor. So he can't make mistakes. So like I said in game, I just mashed offensive hold. I literally just started holding 8 throw the entire time. So let's see what happens. Again, like once I get hit, like, you know, I'm gonna mash hold, because if it doesn't work, I lose. Fine, we go into a 5th game. But if it works, I win, and we're done. Whole time, just mashing offensive hold. This whole time. And it works. So, I don't know. Again, he's way better than me. but I definitely see that there's a value in, how do I word this thought? He did a decent job at being unpredictable in the match. Yeah, and I think in his sake, some people when they see stuff like that, they interpret it as being like a random scrub, right? But to be honest with you, it's like these are things that players think about. And a lot of times they don't really have a concrete answer to it. You know? They just do things to just do things. And this is different in life, right? Because in life, I strongly believe that people don't just say shit to say shit. It comes from a certain place. But in games, it's kind of there too, right? Where even though people sometimes do things that feel like it's absolutely random, there's an intent in what they're doing. And sometimes that intent doesn't really come from any type of logical place. That's okay. But I don't know. Hercules is much better than me. That was a lot of fun. But so I don't know. Either way, just some things to think about. Anyway, I was stalling for a phone call, by the way, that never came. So fuck me, right?